Okay, was kommt denn jetzt?
There's something that I'm very concerned about.
Die verschobenen Erinnerungen?
Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different?
Ja.
The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
Okay, das...
What?
Es geht eine Verbindung zwischen der Pilzbeste und dem Kristall.
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental life form that once represented its race.
Ja.
I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories.
Ja.
That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland, but I'm unable to come up with anything.
Dann müssen wir sie weitersuchen.
Agreed.
Untersuchen.
I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
Wir werden wahrscheinlich irgendwie dazu kommen. Nur wie ist die Frage. Ja, ich folge dem einfach mal. Ich nehme an, es hat wahrscheinlich etwas mit dem neuen... Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road.
Ich glaube, wir werden gegen Gegner kämpfen.
Enemies, you're up, traveler.
Oh, Paimon. Aber ich nehme mal an, es hat wahrscheinlich mit dem neuen Gebiet etwas zu tun oder so. Ich würde mich wundern, wenn nicht. Und voilà. Das war kein Problem.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Maybe.
Hey, Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all didn't originally look like this, did you?
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment.
Okay.
After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the life form most adapted to live in these lands. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
Ja,
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon.
Oh.
Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land.
Okay.
That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
Oh.
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time.
Okay.
You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
Ja, das ist
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth.
Ja.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida. Paimon gets it now.
Das Elementarwesen kann auch gut Metaphern verwenden.
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
Okay. Es ist wirklich sehr interessant, also. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass die Quest würde darum gehen, wie mir eine Pilzbeste folgen.
There. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no, Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired.
Die Hälfte ist durch. Oh.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
Oh, noch einmal Gegner.
Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
Oh. Sorry, Paimon.
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Naja, wahrscheinlich ein anderes Kind. Also, richtiges Kind.
Yes.
Ah, nee.
One was my friend, and the other was my child.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the fungi species here. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language, so I gave it a name.
Huh.
Oh, the name must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
Oh, no.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great.
Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with.
That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many important things.
Mach nichts, kann sie unterwegs drüber nachdenken. Kleine Theorie, es wird irgendein Name sein, der uns bekannt vorkommt.
Yes,
Wenn nicht sogar
I
Eva.
must
Das wäre
remember
der
it before I
krasseste
return.
Dings.
It's just as important as my homeland.
Der Fakt, dass sie immer Homeland sagt. Was wie die meisten Kanadier
this
sagen.
way.
Ah.
We're almost there.
Ich finde es schon verdächtig, dass sie immer Homeland sagt. Und hier haben wir Korruption. Aber die ist dann mit der Quest verbunden, denn ich hab alles durchgekämpft. Und wenn ich das hier wirklich immer übersehen habe, das wäre traurig.
It's the withering.
Yes, I have heard humans also call it that before. It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
It's
Oh.
trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of the withering.
Oh.
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is how the withering is formed?
Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the withering.
Okay.
But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared.
Okay.
They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. It's understandable that they will eventually become the withering. But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life.
Oh Gott.
They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil, in my home, and in the homes of my friends.
Das ist ja komplett
They
verweckt dann.
grew everywhere, until the world suddenly lost all its color and became tainted and murky. But it's all right. Our life essence, elemental power, still resides in this flower.
Okay.
After an adventurer clears the withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
Das ist ein Erinnerungsstück.
That would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home.
Huh.
It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open like this. Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one I manage to bring back will make me that much happier.
I understand. Just leave it to us.
Es ist schließlich ein Produkt des verbotenen Wissens. Und das ist
So you're
gefährlich.
worried about me. It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake. But when all that's left is its skeleton, there's nothing to worry about.
Na gut.
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? Then let's do this. We've dealt with the withering countless times already.
Ich habe irgendwie das Gefühl, das wird eine andere Verwelkung sein wie sonst. Aber wer weiß, vielleicht ist es doch auch für eine normale Zone, I guess. Oh, nice. So, wir machen als erstes mal hier. Dann die da. So. Dann hätten sie. Aua. So, kommen die mal her. So, dann machen wir mal so. Hopp. Oh, nee, das ist so geil. Ich hoffe, ich pulle sie. So, hoppla. Und hopp. Voila. Da ist noch jemand. Ah ne, ich muss nur die Verwaltungston noch kaputt machen. So. Voila. Damit hätten wir es. Okay. Das war aber relativ einfach. Das war mit Hilfe von Nahida. So, und da geht wahrscheinlich. Ja, da.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of.
Okay.
So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
Ja.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
Okay.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
Hold on. I think I got something.
Oh, okay. Etwas zu den Kindern?
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Okay.
Okay, follow me.
Ich nehme mal an, wir gehen direkt in die Stadt, ohne jetzt ja, zu Fuß zu sein. Oh Gott, okay, das war nicht auch, wo ich jetzt erwartet habe. Okay. Das heißt da oben anscheinend. Okay. Da sind wir mal gespannt, was wir da finden. Ich habe auch irgendwie das Gefühl, dass diese Quest, die sich relativ lange bezieht. Also nichts dagegen. Ich habe Nahida wirklich gerne als Charakter und alles so. Und es ist sehr interessant.
It's just a little further inside.
Okay.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right?
Ist ein Kampf unausweichlich.
Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
Nee, definitiv nicht.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They are very important to us.
Okay.
They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
Okay.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it through, right? But you'll need Nahida's power if you want to save that fungus.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
Bitte was?
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time for growth.
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
Ich glaube schon, oder?
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process a little easier.
Okay.
Alright, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting experience.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extremely serious about this.
As am I. I'm not joking at all.
All right. Let's not get hung up here. If it's it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try now?
Okay. Good luck, Lord of Dendro.
Und hab. Oh, ja, oder?
Wow, you really turned into a fungus!
Wie fühlt es sich an?
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual. The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is?
Das da.
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above.
Okay.
You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms.
Okay.
Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then I'll be able to hear your answer.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
Yes.
All right, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, Traveler.
Okay, weil dann arbeiten wir mal zusammen. Also mit dem Elementarblick sagst du. Wie cool einfach das Nahida unterwegs ist als Schleim. Als Fungi. Kann das eine Sequenz, die ich nicht unterbrechen kann?
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it.
Ich würde sagen nach rechts.
Why is it reacting like that?
Keine Ahnung.
The fungus on patrol noticed me.
Oh. Die Infiltration ist gescheitert, bis aufgeflogen. Ja, tut mir leid, ich habe hier keine Ahnung, was ich hier machen soll. Und schon wieder. Ich habe einfach gedacht, wir gehen am besten einfach zu dem Typen, weil er an Nemo ist. Und wenn wir mit als Wasser zu Elektro gehen, dann könnte das eine kurz Schluss geben, deswegen.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better...
Dann nach links, I guess. Uh-oh.
It seems they didn't notice me.
Okay.
It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry and make my way through.
Sollte eigentlich nicht Traveler helfen. Oh, ich glaube, das ist der Typ. Vielleicht doch.
This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up.
Ah, jetzt kommt unser Moment. Okay. Es leckt. So. Okay. So. Ah, voilà, da ist es.
So this is the one. Understood.
Yes. Jetzt wird wahrscheinlich die Patrouille sich umdrehen, nehme ich mal an. Oder auch nicht, okay. Nahida wendet die Elementarkraft auf die richtige Pilzbestie an. Die Pilzbestie legen ihr Fallen sich genau, als sie sehen, dass ihre Fette wieder zum Bewusstsein kommt.
Nahida, what's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
Yep.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish to perform drastic changes instantly. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. Now, we simply wait for it to wake up.
Okay. Ah, voilà. Da, als hätte man... Okay.
Who are you? I apologize. Language is not easy. Need long time.
Okay.
It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the fungi way.
Es vergeht etwas Zeit. Okay.
Apocalypse ended? Go home now?
Yes.
Yes, Unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping you still remembered.
I remember. Really? That's great!
Okay.
Home, Dendro Dragon.
Was?
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon.
Wait, was?
I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before. But yes, our home is the Dendro Dragon.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Devalen?
Ja, das fragt mich auch grad.
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power.
Okay.
But I don't quite understand. Why would you say that your homeland is a dragon?
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
Was? Ja, Paimon, stecken wir das gleich.
Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees. Us.
Huh.
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us inside of itself.
Okay.
It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able to start life in a new world.
Okay.
However, that day never came. Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse arrived.
Okay.
I'm still confused.
So wie der Dendro-Schleimjunge, wie der Dendro-Schleimjunge Schleime hervorbringt?
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is that the Dendro Dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro
Das
slime.
kann ich mir vorstellen.
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated by forbidden knowledge?
Daran habe ich mal nicht gedacht.
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro? I haven't seen this expression on you before.
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated,
And a big void will also form inside the dragon.
Yep.
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization?
Maybe.
But anyway, Apep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's been enduring unimaginable pain all the while. It's probably in pain as we speak.
Okay.
Yes! How could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form, and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life.
Jesus, Nahida, beruhigt dich etwas.
Hey,
Hui.
what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see if they know anything about it?
Alter.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't have time to panic. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Oh, okay.
Its power feels very familiar. Like something from our homeland, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry our memories aren't very reliable.
Nicht schlimm.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other family members.
Okay.
I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now.
So.
Let's wait for their reply again. Though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
No.
Thank you. Family, bring
explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you.
No.
Go home, leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting, then I hope.
Don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us, no matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave.
Huh.
Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course, I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well. Thank you. Thank you. Tend, soil, food. Don't like plant invasion.
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the area.
Okay.
Soil. There. First. Seed. Here.
Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of it right away.
Okay. Na dann. I guess, während wir dann warten, können wir uns darum kümmern, um die Fürsorge der Familie zu kümmern. Nämlich da oben. Hilf auf dem Feld aus. Können wir machen. So. Also, wo genau ist das? Da ist es, okay. Aber ein relativ kleines Feld. Boah, sieht richtig schön hier eigentlich aus, ne? Oh, Nase. Ui. So, Samen streuen. Ah! So. Ja, meine Nase. So, abliefern. Voila. Wässere das Feld. Ich hab grad keinen Wassercharakter. Ist das dein Ernst? Fischer, gehst du eben kurz. So, wir nehmen mal vom Monat an.
This
lecker.
is how.
So.
It's time to handle the invading plant life.
Finde und vernichte die eindringenden Pflanzen. Wo? Wenn ich fragen darf. Ah, da. Oh, okay. Ich frage mich mal, was das kann sein.
It wasn't kidding when it said plants were invading.
Ah. So. Upp. Dann sammeln wir euch beide an. Und ab. Und voilà. Mit hat mir das gelöst. Ach, Scarab ist. Also, Nico ist so stark.
That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough.
Nahida, geht es dir etwas besser?
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads.
Aus, wir gehen zu einem Pep.
About the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well,
Gute
the
Frage.
history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Tevat.
Was?
Sumeru was a Pep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire nation.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Scheint nicht so.
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand.
Oh.
In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, a Pep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
A Pep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods.
Wir kommen sein auf die Fresse von der Beb.
Powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to stir up any trouble.
Und ich dachte, Drachen und Archon verstünden sich gut. Hast du schon Onkenomia gesehen? Ich glaube nicht.
Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be found. As far as I know, a Pep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why a Pep was contaminated.
Maybe.
I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
Okay. Also die Chance, dass wir definitiv auf diesen Typen bzw. auf den Dendron treffen und wahrscheinlich kämpfen, sind sehr hoch. So, hoppala. Hallo. Da sind wir wieder.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy. You really like them, don't you? Family like. Do you not like your family? That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species.
Rassist.
Doesn't matter. Family likes me. I like family. Paimon doesn't quite understand.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important.
Yep. Was machst du, wenn ich mich verändere?
It wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away.
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how this crystal works, then the pep may be in danger.
Sorry.
It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse. The apocalypse and memories. Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
Ja.
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it.
Okay.
The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been eliminated?
Oh boy.
That's not very likely. The power of Soll covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say
Deswegen
where the
kannst du
family
auch
member
Areno
went?
innerhalb von Amazon
To the
halten.
limitless depths east of Sumeru, a murky place that no one can return from.
Die große Kluft?
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but what if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think it's possible.
Okay.
Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form.